It's Hack Yeah. We're breaking the mold. Code breakers here dropping gems of gold. From boardroom plays to cubicle hacks, we crack the code so you don't fall flat.
And I'm the Pathfinder, clearing the way, helping you rise up every work day. From first jobs to next level tracks, we teach what works, no fluff, just facts. Hack what, hack yeah.
Welcome back to another episode of Hack Yeah, the podcast where we get real about leading, living, and leveling up, where micro innovations create macro results.
Oh yeah!
And I'm Kim the Pathfinder.
And I'm Gary Kam, the code breaker. And today we are tackling something every leader has faced. Whether you admit it or not, it's control. Scary word, control. More specifically, the shift from control to trust.
Ooh, yeah, that's a word. Control is like comfort food for a lot of leaders, right? Safe, predictable, a little salty. But today we're asking, what happens when control starts to choke growth? When it blocks collaboration? Let's talk about the power and the risk of letting go. So let's start here. Why is it so hard to move from control to trust? I'll go first. Because control gives the illusion of certainty. When we're under pressure, especially as leaders, we want things to go right. And that often means taking the wheel alone.
Yeah, so control can feel like leadership, but real leadership isn't about managing every details. It's all about developing people who can do it. You hire people for the right reason, right?
Yep.
And then sometimes we kind of forgot that the reason that we did that, and we do their job and our job.
Yep. That's it. That's it. Because it's often rooted in fear, right? It's like fear they won't do it right or fast enough,
Yes.
or the way you would, right? And so, because our way obviously is the best way.
By the way,
Right? But is it true? Trust is not a weakness. It's a strategy.
Yes.
You cannot scale leadership if everything has to flow through your own hands.
Preach. And you can definitely cannot build morale and or loyalty that way either, with just that crazy control. People don't thrive when they are when they are micromanaged. Okay?
Absolutely.
They survived, but survive mode is not sustainable for anybody in a company.
Absolutely. So did we? What do you have there on your desk?
That's right. So I have a controller. It does represent my gaming life. I love playing games since a little kid till even adulthood. But I brought the controller because we're talking about control to trust.
Yeah.
And controller is just like a metaphor for me. That I like things to be in control and move my character the way that I wanted to.
Yeah.
But how about you, Kim? You got
All right. So
key.
I'm gonna hand you this key because you know why, Gary? Because I trust you.
Oh.
And when you trust someone
you, Kim.
to drive your car, then you've built that level of trust, and we have that now. We built a level of trust, and it took us, it was shaky in the beginning, right? It always is. You have to build that level of trust. You have to earn the trust, I say.
I earn her car now.
And so now, Gary, you can drive my car. Drive a Lexus wherever you want to go.
Yes. And that's the same thing is true too. I mean, seriously, with my son, right here behind the scene, he drove to this podcast recording, and because I trust him, so I let him drive with my key.
All right. How's your foot? Is your foot, right?
Yeah, my foot is a little injured, but I'm okay now. Let's take some medicine.
Okay. All right. Okay. Good.
Yep.
All right. Let's move on to some hacks to help shift your thinking. Here's one hack. Give them the what, not the how. So if you're tempted to hand your team a step-by-step playbook, and some of us are, pause. Instead, tell them what needs to be done, why it matters, when it's due, and then step back. It's hard for us to just step back as leaders sometimes. Reflection time. Can you think of one project this week where you could back off the how and just hand over the what?
Ooh, that's good. And it's a huge shift because if you give them 90% of it, then they can only do 10% vested into the project or responsible for that 10%.
Yep.
So what does that do, right? So I learned to ask more questions instead of making more statement like how do you think we should tackle this? So instead of like just telling them what to do, ask those questions like, hey, give me your thoughts, and flip the dynamic so that people answer will surprise you usually, because like they feel that they're trusted and they will able to give their true answers to you and true thoughts. So for example, not too long ago at Diageo, the place that I'm working at right now, during the whole tariff fiasco, and hopefully you guys know about the tariff fiasco, my manager challenged me on doing a project that the company needed a quick analytical tool to basically do a what-if scenario on tariff changes. And sometimes week to week, sometimes daily, straight from our presidents, right? And now this project had a huge visibility, but it is super messy. It had multiple sources that we need to connect with. It has shifting assumptions. It has dozens of countries impacted. But instead of controlling every detail myself, at the moment that when my manager gave me this project, I decided to delegate or handed this project to a peer I trust. She's someone that is very talented, capable, and with strong storytelling skills. She is very good with her visuals and everything. So I shifted my role as a project lead to a project supporter, asking questions to her like, hey, Haley, how do you think we should tackle this project? Letting her design a dashboard that was flexible and user-friendly, right? Nice. And so I literally have to channel my Elsa, let it go, let it go. Sorry about the singing, I'll stick with my full-time job. But it was a trustful moment for me because my reputation was on the line. Because my manager asked me to do this, but I say, hey manager, I really trust this person, she can handle it, let's let her do it. But guess what? The result, she totally crushed it.
Right.
She got amazing feedback on the tool. She got very high visibility from all the way up top, and she built new skills, confidence, and honestly, as her leader and mentor, I was so proud of what she actually was able to accomplish.
It probably didn't look exactly like you would have, the product you would have done had you done it yourself.
It was way worse, actually, because I couldn't tell. My storytelling skills is not as strong as her.
Okay.
So I was playing a support role for the data side, which I'm strong at, and then let her do the visual side, which everybody is looking at.
Yeah, great. All right. So I have one.
Yep.
So years ago, we held our first supplier awards and charity golf event. You were part of that, right? I could have scripted every detail, but instead, I trusted the team with the vision, the budget, the outcome.
Trust that she did.
Even though the team was like, you want us to do this as well as our full-time job?
Oh, yeah, no, we did actually.
It's like, why don't you hire an event coordinator? But we didn't. We did it ourselves. Yep. And the team added experiences I never would have thought of, right? And the event became legendary. Yep. So that was one of the many eye-opening moments for me, realizing trust multiplies ideas. Oh, yeah. Let's be clear, trust doesn't mean absence, right? You're not ghosting your team. It means accountable space. You're checking in, not checking on.
Oh, yeah. So exactly. So one leader I work with said that if I have to be the smartest person in every room, I'm in the wrong room.
Yeah.
Right? So you got to trust your people enough to shine without you. And Steve Jobs nails it. Like he said it on one of his quotes. It doesn't make sense to hire smart people and tell them what to do. We hire smart people so they can tell us what to do. That's a shift from control to trust.
Love it.
And that's the thing. Trust doesn't require you to be 100% certain someone can do the job before you let go. Sometimes it's 50% or 60%. Okay, maybe 80% if you are truly control freak. But the point is, you have to release some control and let them figure it out, learn and grow. That's where the magics happen.
Yep. And then I'll just say, as you talked about the percentages, right? There's this leadership model out there that says when you have new employees, you have to give them more support. So I don't want to confuse this with sometimes people need to be given direction if they're new to a position. So don't take this control to trust as trusting them right away, but they need that direction and they need step-by-steps when they're just starting in a position. So don't confuse that piece to what our message that we're making here.
Thanks for that clarification, Kim.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So for the skeptics out there, here's what trust delivers. Speed. No more bottlenecks at your desk, right?
Mm-hmm.
Creativity.
Yep.
People innovate when they feel safe and secure and don't feel like they're going to get thrown under the bus.
Yep.
Resilience. Teams that own their work they rise actually under pressure.
Yeah, so, and let's not forget the retention from the outcome of doing this, Kim. There's something that you cannot measure, and it's almost invisible, but this retention is very, very important. Talented people don't leave their job.
Yep.
They leave control freaks.
Yep.
If you want to keep your A players, give them room to grow.
Yeah.
And quick reflection. So picture your strongest team member right now. Just picture them. Close your eyes and picture your strongest team member. Now ask yourself, am I giving them enough room to grow? Or are you crippling their wings without realizing it?
Nice, I like that. Really reflect on that, Hacksters.
Yeah.
So here's your Hack Yea challenge this week. Pick one area where you're over-controlling, just one.
Yep.
Let go of the how, set the what and the why, coach along the way, but resist the urge to jump in. That urge is going to be strong. Resist it.
Oh, I love the challenge. And here's the bonus challenge on top of Kim's challenge is when someone asks you for direction, flip it around and say, what do you think? And sit with the silence. The pause is where the trust grows.
That's right. That's right. So let's land this plane with your takeaways. Control is a habit, not a leadership style. Trust is a muscle. Strengthen it one rep at a time. So let go without disappearing. Stay present, but don't hover.
Oh yeah, I love that. And remember, trust doesn't mean doing less. It means focusing on what only you can do as a leader. That's where the impact lives.
That's right. You got this. You got this, Hacksters. The shift from control to trust isn't easy, but it's worth it.
Yep. And hey, share with us how it goes. Drop us a note at hackyear at myyahoo.com. We do have an email address, so it's hackyear, HACKYEA at myyahoo.com, or through our website, www.hackyea.com. We would love to hear your story of letting go.
That's right. We'll be back next Thursday with another drop. So hit subscribe, share this pod with your crew. Definitely follow us on LinkedIn at Hack Yea. Also have a Facebook. We're in a Facebook community at Hack Yea. So keep up with the latest hacks and updates in those communities. Until next time, lead well, live well, and as always, Hack Yea!
It's Hack Yea. We're breaking the mold. Code breakers here dropping gems of gold. From boardroom plays to cubicle hacks, we crack the code so you don't fall flat.
And I'm the Pathfinder, clearing the way, helping you rise up every work day. From first jobs to next level tracks, we teach what works, no fluff, just facts.